You guys are flying. You're going over 100 miles an hour down the metro.
Can I please get a warning? Please. But if I was a cop and the person told me, I'll be like, I might have slapped him like, and I want to give you.
I don't want to slap
so fucking bad. But you told me that your license, you just got your license back. I ain't gonna get your license.
I've seen one too many bodies.
I promise I won't do it again.
I've seen one too many bodies, man. You know how many of those
Young Thug's new song titled Money on Money got the YSL rapper in trouble. The news read, the state of Georgia has filed a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation and send him back to jail. This is because of the lyrics in the song reading, Brody, you a rat, twin, you a pack, as well as the lyrics, these guys telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friends. As this went viral online, as it's clear as day violation of his probation, which is why Young Thug had to talk about it in an interview.
I just like to help people, you know.
One of those artists was Gunna. You guys did a ton of songs together.
Yeah.
Very successful on your label.
Yeah.
He was arrested about the same time as you. I think a lot of people wonder what that relationship is like now.
Yeah. I know everybody wondering that.
What's it like?
I don't know.
However, this got him in trouble. The news posted, Young Thug's legal trouble continues to bother him. Atlanta police target him well after being released from jail. As it didn't help that Young Thug tweeted, if you a rapper and you're a rat, you gotta just go gospel, twin. This went viral because of this one person's reply. They tweeted, you are literally not even legally allowed to rap about gangster rap stuff anymore. Bro, you go do gospel. This got 100,000 likes on Twitter. It got 3 million views, and unfortunately with how viral it went, it got the police's attention. Now, when Gunna originally signed his plea deal in 2022, Young Thug heard about it from a judge, and he started banging his head on the table. It's important to know that because of this one fan's reaction to those lyrics where it reads, I'm sorry, but there's no way Young Thug stays out of jail while also being a rapper. The lyrics you need to use to keep fans engaged to songs breaks his probation every time. As strangely enough, right when Young Thug was released from jail, Academics predicted this happening. It was announced, Academics speaks on Young Thug getting released and says the stipulations are a setup for the court to put Young Thug back into jail. As if you didn't know, if Young Thug is caught breaking his probation, he will be going to prison for 20 years.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. But he's always gonna talk about him and he's doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me, it's like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about the. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody know Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But what made everything go even crazier was this report, which reads, Whack 100 says he has 2 hours of footage of Gunna telling on Young Thug in an interrogation room, making many believe the feds are in the beginning steps for another YSL RICO trial.
Hey Gunna, listen, I'm putting it together. I'm going to give you some time. I don't know, 24 hours, 12 hours. 5 hours, 6 hours, 1 hour. I don't know. I'm gonna give you some time though, Gunna, for you to go ahead on and confess. Confess to the world about all the telling you did. You know that interrogation? Yeah. Guess who got it? 2 hours? Boy, you was in there talking more than Hurricane Katrina. The only thing he did wrong was let him record him. You know what I'm talking about.
Now, fans investigated through the Fed files and they found the unused evidence against Young Thug. But there's also all the new probation violation evidence that I'm about to share, as when you combine it together, Young Thug's entire life is now in jeopardy. Listen closely. Now, 1 week into Young Thug being free, he tweeted, Wham, let's drop one on these rats. With the name Wham referring to Lil Baby, who's been firm on dissing Gunna for snitching out of the YSL trial. Lil Baby responded to Young Thug, we should. Then the next day, Thug tweeted, "Gunna, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy." This got the attention of Gunna and his brother. Gunna's brother replied, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." But then later on that night, Young Thug linked up with T.I., posting on Instagram where he clearly says that he is home and that he did it the right way, sneak dissing Gunna.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
Making sure Gunna knows that he did it the right way out. T.I. even took Young Thug's side, where it would be this moment where fans were spamming Young Thug to stop trolling and dissing Gunna, as it will not end well legally for Young Thug. He didn't care. Later on in that night, he would then post another video in the studio flexing his jewelry, happy to be home.
P, that's some pounds, P. I'm gonna show me away, P.
Go pound, go make bag.
In that bag.
I'll take.
Go ahead.
Now, the trolling didn't stop here. Academics would then randomly get information that Young Thug was making several calls while in jail to rappers, telling them all to avoid Gunna.
The streets are so atrocious. Young Thug told everybody that Gunna was a snitch. I'm telling you this, I don't give a if you believe me. That's what he sent to. Or he sent a message to Dirk, Baby. There's a few other rappers that just won't call their names, just because some of them just told me in privacy. All of them rappers start not f***ing with Gunna, speaking out, they're chilling away. Thug got out, Gunna kinda hot. Ain't like you're trying to really like jump and work with Gunna, but
again, who would leak this to academics randomly? Fans believe that it was Thug wanting that information out in the public, but he legally cannot say it himself. Now, with Young Thug doing continuous dissing and trolling to Gunna, he finally responded, but he did it through his lawyer, as he would write, "I was Gunna's attorney, but I am not speaking on his behalf. This long post is solely to set out the truth. Gunna did not cooperate and did nothing and said nothing to affect Young Thug's case."
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present along with Jeffrey Williams, where an hydrant and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
He spent 8 months in jail and was released in December 2022 after entering an Alford plea deal. Gunna's plea deal was not and could not be used in Thug's trial, and he was never even named as a witness. He received a 5-year suspended sentencing with no reporting, no travel restrictions, no living restrictions, and no probation. Over the last 2 years, from media reports, he has performed from all around the world, achieved international fame and recognition, and earned millions of dollars. Conversely, Thug went to trial and eventually pled guilty in nolo after spending 30 months in jail, received 15 years probation with reporting conditions, and is not even allowed to live in Atlanta. Those that have and continue to badmouth Gunna, get over it, enough said. This is very obvious. Gunna wants the snitching label to be gone and scrubbed off of his name, but this is where the world stood still. Only a few days later, a tweet went viral reading, "Once y'all learn the effects of Gunna snitching in that YSL trial, then you'll realize why Thug and Baby will never be cool with him again. Go learn. I'm about to teach you right now." As the Atlanta police then wrote, the head of Georgia PD Council's gang unit says his office is preparing to defend against a potential 4PF RICO, with the official paperwork name-dropping Lil Baby. But what's even more concerning is at the court hearing, the police also shared evidence. An investigator in the courtroom wrote, "Investigator is on the stand. We are listening to wiretap phone calls. Someone mentioned that Lil Baby had tickets on some people's heads. This means that Lil Baby placed money on people for them to be dealt with. Whoever did it would then claim the reward. This is awfully similar to Lil Durk's M for Hire."
Like, come on, bro, you know what's finna go on. Like, how the hell you can, you know what I'm saying? Ain't even like that, man. Them got tickets on a lot of these folks, I'm telling you.
We just heard somebody say these folks got tickets on these people. We know what's going on. First of all, who was that said that about the tickets?
Unc, the unidentified male that was being referred to as Unc.
And he's speaking with Mr. Sanders?
Correct.
And what, in your experience, do you know what tickets are?
A price on somebody's head.
What do you mean by, what do you mean on somebody's head? What is that?
Like a bounty.
Okay. To have them arrested? And who were they referring to in that portion of the call?
They were saying that they had heard that Dominique Jones had tickets on a lot of people's heads.
Dominique Jones wanted to have people harmed.
Correct.
All right, moving on.
This would get the attention of Snoop Dogg, who tweeted, "First Young Thug, now Lil Baby, being played by that Atlanta DA. Y'all Atlanta rappers be careful," as the news would reveal an important update reading, Lil Baby has been taken into county jail for questioning on the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Police question why he closed 4PF after the crime took place.
Atlanta police are blaming a local rapper's music video for the deaths of two 10-year-olds, and a $50,000 reward is being offered for more information. So far, 7 people have already been arrested.
Between the bullets, it was nothing but bullets, pop, 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 pop.
At least 25 shots fired.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was just a concert. I was waiting for Lil Baby to come buy my tacos up.
Where it was then announced, Lil Baby reveals that he ended his record label 4PF to avoid it being labeled as a street team, but doing it while being investigated is possibly the worst timing ever.
First 4 pockets full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, it's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
As it's important to understand the entire case. The police reported the Atlanta Police Department is calling out Lil Baby, says his actions led to the passing of 2 young individuals last summer. During a press conference on Wednesday, the Atlanta PD announced 7 arrests have been made in connection to the passing of Jacody Davis and Lamont Freeman. Major Ralph stated the incidents were a part of a team dispute that started with an incident at Lil Baby's music video last May, where 3 people were injured, while strongly saying this team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable, referring to Lil Baby.
The investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
As Lil Baby recorded a music video on an ops block outside of a taco shop, the same lady that was featured in the news clip posted on her Facebook that Lil Baby was at her taco stand 3 cars deep recording a music video.
Where y'all at? We over here kicking in. We got Lil Baby shooting a video around here. We know how we do it, that slapping taco. Baby, there he go, Y'all see him? He came to get him some tacos, baby. Y'all better pull up, cause you already know how he doing this slapping tacos, baby.
That is actually how the ops knew Lil Baby was there. According to police, the ops didn't even know he was in the area. The Facebook video is the one that got their attention, making them pull up with firearms and clearing the scene. But the main question is, why are the feds blaming Lil Baby for this if he didn't even use a firearm or even post that video? This is when a viral comment would share, the Atlanta DA was not successful getting Young Thug. Watch, she will now target Lil Baby and use him as an example for the rest of rappers that are supplying their teams with fame, money, and items for street crimes. But here's where it gets so obvious that it was also played into the YSL trial, as the feds already warned the public about Lil Baby's involvement in Atlanta crimes while on the news.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There gotta be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
As DJ Academics would then reveal the truth, there's a trap being placed by the Atlanta DA named Fani Willis. This was confirmed because only 1 week after the plan was revealed, Lil Baby was randomly arrested on Monday night for carrying a concealed firearm without a permit, and then he was sent to the Clark County Detention Center.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call the number for me. They locking me up for a but I got license. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, lady, my check leave at 9:10. Nah, check me good. I got to my nuts. Check me good. You on the counter? I got to my nuts. Check me good. I got to. All right, y'all let me in that car. Shoot myself in the head. Y'all.
As only 1 year ago, DJ Academics revealed on stream, while showing the evidence file, 4PF was on the RICO document that YSL was on, meaning there was a list, and if they were to go down the list, it was YSL first and 4PF right after.
I'm gonna tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fani Willis started targeting YSL, Fani Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug, she got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told them, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. You doing the math? You see why Lil Baby was moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county state watch.
Which makes some fans believe that with Lil Baby, Gunna, and Young Thug being an unbeatable trio for over 5 years, but only Young Thug and Lil Baby are facing serious court cases, Gunna may have played a part in the entire situation. But comment down below what you believe, and if you're a fan of these rappers, leave a like on the video.